soil in this region, Kashmir and this region. What type of soil is that? Mountain soil. And soil in the northeast, dense forest region. What type of soil is that? Forest soil. Fine. So we are going to discuss these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 soils with important three important features of each one of them. Fine. Let's start. First, let's begin with alluvial soil. Now, tell me the location of it and three important characteristics. First thing which I'll tell you is it is the most available soil in India, which has like 43% proportion of soil. 43.
Ganga.
Yeah, it's Ganga Brahmaputra plains and also coastal plains and also Punjab plains. So, and it stops here, and here it is Assam plain, which is also of alluvial soil. Let us go. Fine, so this is alluvial soil. Coastal plains, which means delta alluvial soil. So tell me any three characteristics of it. So it's fertile soil because it is always newly deposited by flowing rivers. Fine. And next what? Obviously it's a depositional soil by rivers. And we can also include one feature as region. So northern plains is one region, Assam plains, and in peninsular India, it is the regions of deltas, delta regions. Fine, and what else? Yeah, it is rich in potassium, K, whereas it is poor in phosphorus. Fine, and it has two varieties. One is khadar and other is bhangar. Tell me which one is young and which one is old.
Khadar is new, ma'am. Bangar is old.
Yeah, perfect. Good. The khadar is young. This is old. Fine. And tell me of crops which alluvial soil favors.
Rice, wheat.
Yeah, rice and wheat. Prominent crops for it.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's it with alluvial soil. Fine. Whenever you find alluvial soil or soils on the mains question paper, no, whenever you get soil term in the question paper, you are supposed to draw this diagram for sure. Forget about this description, alluvial soil. It depends upon the type of soil asked. But irrespective of that, whether it is about soil conservation or soil depletion, any question it may be, you're supposed to draw this diagram. Like once we are done with locating all types of soil, you're supposed to know it perfectly and draw in the exam. Then that will fetch you an extra mark from others.
Okay.
Fine, next.
Ma'am,
Yeah, yeah.
is it rich in humus or low in humus? Is it
Sorry, I
on
didn't get.
humus
Sorry.
content?
Okay, humus content.
Should we mention it or is it not needed? Alluvial
It's
soil.
up to you. See, fertile soil means it has humus content. What do you mean by humus content? Tell me.
Water capacity will be high, ma'am. Intensity, na.
See,
The
water
decomposed,
retention can. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, go on. Yeah,
decomposed the leaves and all.
yeah. That is called decomposed organic matter. We can say.
Yeah.
Fine. So this will increase the retention capacity. Fine. But what happens with alluvial soil? It is a always newly depositional soil, right? However, it won't get time to settle down the organic matter and time to decompose it. So it lacks humus in that
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Right? But
I didn't get one thing. Uh, as you said that fertile soil lacks the humus. So then how will it be fertile?
see, soil has many minerals that supports vegetation. Fine, micro and major micro and major nutrients. Humus is the additional thing. Even in the absence of humus, the parent rock will be there, no, from which soil is produced. This will give what? Minerals to the soil. In this case, the rivers carry soil from other region where there is a fertile soil, fine, which is not used, which can be virgin soil, we can say. And then it will come down. So that is the reason it is fertile. It is not necessary every time that there should be humus to call a soil as fertile. Even in the absence of that, a soil can be fertile. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So one thing what I want to mention is there will be a blur line of differentiation between the humus and organic matter available. Fine. See, humus is like the already fell down vegetation from the plants or accumulation of any organic matter, domestic waste, accumulation of that. Fine. That we call it as humus. And when time passed away, this humus gets decomposed and it gets converted into organic matter, which is used by a what microorganisms available in the soil and convert that organic matter into nutrients which gets used by the soil. Fine. So humus is not an organic matter. Humus in the later times it takes time to decompose itself and then converted into organic matter which used by soil with the help of microorganisms. So this is a blurred line. In the daily sense, we both consider our humus like though it is organically rich quality. Fine. So when you solve the vision test series or insights test series for prelims, you'll get to know this minor things. Now moving on, our next soil is red soil. So tell me where is it located? Red and yellow soil. The color depends upon the content of iron content in the parent rock. We can say. So next is red soil. Fine, tell me its location. Location.
Ma'am, Rajasthan, ma'am, some part of Gujarat.
No,
Some South Indian parts.
yeah, it's morely on peninsular India. So Rajasthan, it has arid soil. So when I explain you the map of rainfall precipitation, you easily understand. But still, I'll try now. See, what happens is red soil is in the area which has not completely arid, not completely wet, which has the rainfall of like 100 to 150 centimeters rainfall. Fine. It is like a dry region, but not completely aridity. It is because of the parent rock, Atrian rock, available in the peninsular India, which has high content of iron that leads to red soil. So this major source of red soil is parent rock. For alluvial soil, it was the deposition by rivers. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
No, ma'am. Can you
Okay,
please
fine.
repeat?
Yeah, I'll tell you one second. See, this is wet region. Fine. This is arid region, which means here rainfall is excess, surplus. Here is deficit. Fine. So in this region, there will be a laterite soil where the top soil gets washed away and that leads to laterite soil. We'll discuss that. In deficit region, it is desert soil. Fine, or arid soil, whatever you can say. In between of these two, which is we can say peninsular India, peninsular plateau, so which has dry climate, low rainfall region. This is because I always explain, because of the leeward this part, because of the leeward side of mountains. This is the leeward side. So here peninsular plateau in the regions. Because of its location, it receives less rainfall. So this is low rainfall. So this is like greater picture of soil. Now we are discussing this. As peninsular plateau is of Archean rock, among which in few rocks there is a high content of iron. Fine. And fragmentation of that and continuous, we can say continuous fragmentation of that lead to the formation of soil, which is red or yellow soil. Is it clear till here? Yes, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine.
So, ma'am, the Archean rock will break down and then it will form the red soil, right?
Yeah, true. Fine. So, few important points is it is rich in iron, as you already discussed, because of which it has red color. Whereas it is deficient in phosphate, potash, and nitrogen. And it favors crops such as tobacco, oilseeds, millets. What millets include?
Jowar, bajra.
Ragi, right? Food man protein, we call it. Fine, this is about red soil. Now it's our favorite soil is black soil, which is also called as Rohan will. Yeah, Regu soil. Can I erase this? Yes, no. Yes.
Ma'am, wait.
Write down quickly because we are running out of time. We are supposed to do many things today. Okay, sorry. I'm
Okay,
supposed
done,
to
ma'am.
plot
Done.
it here. Okay, fine. I'm supposed to plot it in the map, right? So if this is the desert soil, then here it is red or yellow soil. Fine. Okay, let me erase this. Whether you remember these features or not, you are supposed to feed this map in your brain for sure. That will help you in prelims, mains, and also in understanding the current situation, like current news, I can say, contemporary issues. Yeah, now tell me few features of what? Black soil or Regu soil. What is its
So, ma'am,
parent material? Yeah.
I'm not getting the spelling of regular soil. If you can write it down.
Yeah, I'm writing it now. Right? So now tell me its features. Quick, what is the parent material here?
Volcanic material map.
Yeah. You can say Deccan Plateau.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is it a basaltic rock?
Yes, it is. And next,
Water holding capacity is more.
Yeah. And because of this, it has a unique feature which makes it self-flowing soil because it develops cracks during season, whereby air enters into depth, fine, and it swells by absorbing water in wet season. Now it has black color and rich in potassium, lime, iron, calcium, whereas it is poor in phosphorus, nitrogen, and organic matter, obviously. So while remembering this rich in poor, the main important things are NPK. What are this?
Nitrogen,
Like,
potash.
Yeah, phosphorus.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
K for potassium. So you are supposed to remember these three for sure. Remaining it depends upon your memory. What we can say space, memory space remain, but these three are important for any soil. Now tell me what is the prominent crop grown in this soil? Cotton.
Cotton.
Yeah, it's cotton. Fine. Next about laterite soil, laterite, laterite. Tell me features of it. Are you done with this?
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
for
Yeah,
any
yeah.
soil, like if we want to find out that why is it rich in potash or why it's poor in phosphorus. So
Okay.
my question is like how to remember that which soil is rich and which soil is poor. Do we need to totally cram it?
Yeah, it's because that was, laboratory result out of laboratory result. We just cannot say. As I said, you red and iron soil for red and yellow soil, it's a Archean rock iron. But I cannot say you for every soil that reason because for alluvial soil, it is the depositional soil. From elsewhere, we were bring the soil, and we don't know what. We cannot actually identify directly that it is rich in so and so. So it is completely of laboratory result. Fine. Like we
Okay,
get
ma'am.
soil health cards for this. Every farmer will be given a soil health card for judicious use of these NPK fertilizers. Fine. Oh, so okay. Fine. Our next soil is laterite soil. Tell me about that, its location, its features,
Ma'am,
and
its
its
location.
plants growth. Yeah, yeah. Go on. Yes.
Black soil location.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I'll do it. I'm extended it larger. So it should be like this. Right? So you can say this is red and yellow soil. Fine. And next here is black soil. Plateau, Deccan Plateau. And there is also in Gujarat, we already discussed, called Mandal Hills here. Few Deccan lava eruptions happen here. So, black soil. So, our next soil is laterite soil. Fine, tell me about this. Later means in Latin terminology, brick. So, it is found in the regions of high temperature and high rainfall. High rainfall leads to erosion of topsoil, which leads to leaching, means washing away of lime and silica. The leftover soil will be rich in left out with oxides, which is not much suitable for what cultivation. Hence, it hence we grow plantations. What do you mean by plantations?
Plantation like tea plantation,
Tea,
banana
coffee.
plantation.
Yeah. You are saying example. I'm asking what is plantation.
Single
I
crop,
got you. Yeah.
single
Okay.
crop
Single.
grown over a large area.
Yeah. With intensive technology,
Yeah.
commercial purpose. Fine. So plantations like cashew nut, sugarcane plantations are grown here in laterite soil. Fine. So it's deficient in rich in oxides, as I said you, iron and aluminium oxide. And it is poor in nitrogen or NPK, potash and phosphorus. Fine. So that is about laterite soil. And next comes, yeah,
Ma'am,
yeah.
after leaching of lime silica, you have
Hmm.
written something just before
Hmm.
plantation. Could you please again tell this?
Oxides, OXIDES, oxides.
Ma'am, how is it what's the logic behind it? Oxides? Oxides in
No,
plantation, I didn't get it.
no, actually, see, the important minerals will be leached away. These are actually the dominant in that region, what lime and silica. They get leached away because of erosion of the topsoil. They left out with oxides. These oxides doesn't favor proper cultivation, like agricultural cultivation. So plantation, these will be done by higher industries, fine, using advanced technology. So they can afford even what even not favorable soil to undertake cultivation. So that is the reason here plantations takes place by big industries. Small farmers cannot invest in this land to cultivate. So did you get that point?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So here it is lateral soil. Can I erase this? Yes. Yes, I'm erasing it. I'm
Yes.
running out of time. The next is desert soil. So see something about it. Is it clay, sandy, loamy? What type of texture it will have?
Sandy,
Yeah, it's sandy. And what can be the precipitation level? Guess, just guess.
less than 150.
Yeah, less than 75, we can say. Sorry, what am I writing? So it desert soil or arid soil. So precipitation, we can say less than 75 centimeters. So obviously it lacks moisture, high salinity due to evaporation, and deficient in almost all, but in particular it is nitrogen, and texture is sandy, and color it possesses is red to brown. And crops, it's like xerophotic crops like cactus, which can sustain the uh, water deficit conditions. We can say. Fine, here is desert soil or arid soil. Next is peaty or marshy soil or swamps. We can say. So here, heavy rainfall and high humidity. Humidity is the what? Moisture content in the atmosphere. So here, the soil is completely saturated with water. Fine. So the soil pores will be clogged by this water droplet. So it won't allow what? Exchange of air for that matter. Fine. This is important for growth of plants. So because of this condition, there will be very less growth of vegetation. And yes, a large quantity of humus will be available, like water floating things. Sorry, plants floating in the water. What are they called? Plants floating in the water? Is it hallow? Yeah, sorry.
I think I'm wrong.
Is it halophyte? Check it out once. Not sure, but I think so. So last two leaves we got a
Hydrophytes.
hydro. Okay. So it's HYDRO. So next is it's sorry. Here it will
Ma'am,
be near
location.
yeah, that's what here Sundarban region you'll be having those, and here Run of Kutch region you'll be having those. Next comes mountain soil. Mountain soil, this part, and you will have forest soil. Here you'll having a dense forest. Fine. There's not much features of this to discuss. So this in this you'll have high precipitation, but low erosion because you'll have trees which connect the soil particles together. But that is not the case with laterite soil. Fine. So that is with soils, and you are supposed to remember this picture.